There is no more picturesque stadium in all of sports than the Rose Bowl. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Oregon Ducks and the UCLA Bruins. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the Ducks head coach before the game. He has been warning his players all week. They're in the top 25. They might have the most talent, but he understands this environment is insane. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football, and he understands they can disrupt play calling, communication at the line of scrimmage. He has been playing crowd noise all week in practice to make sure his players are prepared. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Ducks will kick off first, and here we go. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Inside, it's Knight, and there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Itchyyyy lets it fly, and they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
That defender is lucky on that play because he was beat on that deep route. He's lucky the QB overthrew that play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun on third down, Itchyyyy. He's not afraid to go deep.
Well, it's the first third down of the game. You can't execute it any better than that. Really nice job in protection. Good job by the QB finding the open man. Nice route, and it's an explosive play early for this offense.
And the Bruins will snap it on first and 10. Quarterback making checks. Throwing, Itchyyyy fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Here's a little room there. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
The Bruins have it with a first and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Running inside, it's Hill. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. As Holly mentioned earlier, this home crowd can create a huge advantage. Takes the handoff. It's Davison. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, one thing you know about Oregon is they're always loaded in the backfield. They had a couple of true freshmen a season ago in Davison and Hill Jr., who were absolutely outstanding. And you expect this season, David, in the running game, those 2 guys are going to be the focal point for the Ducks.
They'll be the focal point, but it's just like you saw a year ago, man. Like, they are committed, and they run hard. They run as angry as anybody in the country. Obviously, having more come back at the trigger opens it up. Price transfers in, so it's going to be another year of stable running backs for Oregon. A lot of ground and pound and a lot of physicality. I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Here's Moore to throw. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Breaks the tackle. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. And the Ducks will call on their punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's Itchyyyy to throw. Shoots it to the left. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Motion from the wideout. Saying in the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The short hands, it's Price. Turning it on. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
And that's a really good job by the quarterback, man. You run the play action, you want to take a shot. Nice job taking the check down. Running back does the rest and chews up some yardage.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll move the wide receiver. Dante Moore throws to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so...
Finding some room. Maybe a touchdown-saving stop gets him out of bounds at the 5. 1st and goal coming up.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run the guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
In the red area, it's Davison. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The Ducks will hustle to the line. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Iamaleava. There's a heat. And it's a sack.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And the Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. Intercepted.
And that's the problem when you get in second and forever. The defense knows they make you one-dimensional. They know you're going to take shots down the field. They stay deep, they break on the football, and they take advantage of the opportunity.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking for room, it's Davison. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Moore. That's caught. It's Stewart. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Maybe a crease. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Throwing, Itchyyyy. Looking downfield. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
To the air, it's Itchyyyy. This time he's got his man. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
It'll be third and short from their own 33. From the gun on third down, Itchyyyy. Caught at the 45 on its way. It's a seam wide open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And this could happen on those third and shorts, man. A lot of times, everybody expecting run, ball out, receiver making the play. That's all you got to do, man. Break a few tackles. All of a sudden, you turn a quick throw into a big gain, and that's a big third down.
A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing Moore. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. Breaks into the open. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Griffin.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Could be an alley. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The run inside. It's Davison. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here's Itchyyyy to throw. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Right on target this time. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half, so they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Got the quick pass. He breaks the tackle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. 4 wide receivers on second and short, guys. The whole playbook at their disposal. Calls his own number. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
Itchyyyy knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Dropping back, it's Itchyyyy. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because If he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Throws for the tight end. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Slips through the line. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Here's Moore to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Stewart. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Scanning the field, it's Itchyyyy. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Throwing, Itchyyyy. Looking long. A full dive to haul that one in.
Well, he's putting up big numbers coming into this one. He knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Running inside, it's Knight.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Looking to the big tight end. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Itchyyyy going for it all. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He got it. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dante Moore. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
And not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The offense changing the play. Looking to throw, Itchyyyyyy. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Moore. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's start with the USC Trojans in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the Trojans coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season. And I guess what they can take away from this one is they're back to even, 3-3 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in.
There he goes. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
Throwing more. Bringing the heat. Buying some time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat, and playing him like that.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Griffin, able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back, do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
He's in a... There's a crease. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ducks! And the stomping has commenced.
David, I mean, You can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense optional. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. Just we've got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. You can't jump out of your gap. You can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays, and those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's Itchyyyy to throw. Fires toward the target. Catch in the middle. It's Knight. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be fourth down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Might be changing the route. Fourth down, Itchyyyy. He lets it fly. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. Touchdown, Bruin. Ball into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
As quarterbacks, you want to find your best matchup in these critical fourth downs.
They blocked the extra point. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Cole.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
More play action. Looking left. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to the ground with the running back. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
And the Ducks line it up with a 1st and goal. Touchdown, Ducks! And the beatdown has ensued. 3rd touchdown of the game, a 3rd of his season total. He now has 9 on the year. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead.
What a day, his 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Coming out with it, it's Thomas. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Well, it's an unfortunate drop by the tight end there, and he's a guy they just have not been able to get him involved in this football game. We're here in the second half, and this guy still doesn't have a catch.
The Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Iamaleava fires to the right, and it's his 4th interception of the game.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Red 54, red 54. Jet. Where did he go? 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Right back to him on the ground. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
There's some room. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Oregon! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And this is the definition of complementary football. Your defense takes the ball away, and the offense turns those takeaways into touchdowns. Fantastic run, great vision, but this has been so good. Their defense staying aggressive, getting the takeaways, and the offense capitalizing, David, with big plays.
And I wish I could say there was complementary football on the other side. They've complemented each other, and they both stunk. Like, both sides have been bad. Turning the football over, not scoring, like, dug yourself a huge hole in this football game. They better find something quick, fast, and in a hurry.
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. first down in the final period of this one. The give to the back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun on 3rd down, Itchyyyy. He can't make the catch. He was open on the crossing route, and instead they're facing a 4th down.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. He wants to change this route. Motion from the back. Itchyyyy to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down.